Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I was going to film a little bit of a day in the life because we're off to Martha's Christmas fair tonight. I thought it would be nice to show you guys. However, my day that I had planned has changed. So I've woken up this morning and it is a thick frost. Now, my normal routine is that my work van is plugged in and it's heating up, and I will then take it to the yard and ride and do all that and go to work. However, it is going to probably refreeze or get really cold again in that time. Plus, the school's going to be frozen and the driveway is going to be icy. So there is no riding this morning. I'm going to try later on. So we're going to go to the stables and do dumps, but I'm going to take the normal car and leave my van plugged in. So yeah, let's go and see her. Oh dear, I need these. Oh, it's so cold. I'm probably going to need this. Right, we are here. Luckily Dublin is only around the corner from us, so that's not bad. I usually, this is going to be just an explanation of what I usually do. Why I put on my 40 layers. So usually I've got the van and I will bring it, fill it up with water whilst I do my jobs, and then what I've started doing this winter is riding before work. So I pushed my start time back a little bit, because then I can ride before work and I'm not worrying about chasing the light. And it meant that all through November I was able to get her ridden 3-4 days a week, which is amazing. She doesn't need more than that, because obviously being a bit older, don't need to be hammering her, like keeping her up too much. So usually, yeah, this morning I had planned to lunge her. She's done quite a lot of hacking, but I'm not going to have time to school because I'm starting at my normal time, so I thought I'd lunge her for a little bit. But the school is going to be frozen, I know it is. I can already see that the driveway is frozen, because sometimes if the school's frozen, the drive's okay and we can go around the block or something and ride. But no, it is white. It is so frozen. So yeah, we're just gonna have to hope and pray that we can come back and lunge before I put her to bed, because that's changing as well. That's not normal. So, oh no, do you know what I forgot to get out of my van? My coat. Oh my god, I'm gonna freeze. I have a thermal on and I have this jumper, but I have forgotten my coat. Oh my god. Oh, everything just lives in my van. Oh, god damn it. Anyway, gloves on. I got these waterproof ones from Glove. Game changer. Right, 2 sets of keys because I need my other keys, phone. Oh, I'm gonna freeze. Exactly as I suspected. There's the odd bit that's loose on top, but that's frozen solid. I mean, it looks pretty, but not great. Good morning! Now, Dubs is usually the last one in, because Jordan, who has horses in this 2 stables, she gets here at like 10 to 7. So you get fed by Jordan, don't you? And then what I do is she has her breakfast, but I'll leave a little bit, I'll top it up with hay as well. So you have a good breakfast, and it is now 22 minutes past 8. So you've been here for a bit, haven't you? You've had your breakfast, time to go out. So when the ground is frozen like it is, I'll put Dublin out in the field with haylage. So I've just got an old feed bag that I keep for moving hay around, really. Ooh, that's quite a lot. Ooh. But I try not to put her out on too frostier ground because of the laminitis flare up, but she's been okay. We've had a few mornings where it's been frosty, although not this frosty. luckily, she's on a hill and she gets the sunshine straight away. So the field does defrost pretty quickly, but we'll take some hay with us. Drop it there because it's on the way to the field, and we're gonna get you sorted. So I do put Dublin to bed in her turnout rugs. Basically, she comes in toasty warm. She's in her stable toasty warm, and she comes out again. And I don't want to like take the warm rugs off to put cold rugs on. She lies in her poo, but it gets washed off by the rain. Hello, hello, good morning. So yeah, she sleeps in her rugs. I'm taking them off pretty much every day to either ride, groom, do whatever. So she's always getting checked, but she stays in her turnout rugs. It's easier, it's warmer, it's cozier. But in the winter, when it is frozen like this, and she's had her legs clipped, she goes to bed in these Premier Equine stable wraps. They're just got a pad in them, but I like them. They're toasty warm. But because her legs are freshly clipped and she can be a bit of an idiot in the field. What are you playing at? Are you coming in or not? Dabs. What are you doing? I have got turnout chaps, turnout boots. They've got kind of like strike pads on them. These are from Derby House. Now obviously Derby House is no longer, but they are pretty similar to the Lemure ones. So I do love these. They just wrap on. They're dead easy. Proof that we like to have something on. Because when it's cold, where are you going? Or if she thinks that she's being left out too late or anything like that, she is one to charge around the field. So with her having no hair on her legs, I like to protect them. I mean, it is gorgeous, but my God, it's cold. You'll see up here, another thing that I've been doing that my physio said was good, is I've got 6 walk poles leading out to my field, so that every day she is going over these poles twice a day, and actually it is really helping. Oh my God, I'm walking up a hill if you can't tell. Woo! So yeah, we have these. Hopefully I'll get some sun in a minute. Yes, I've got it, hang on. And I don't want to roll, it's going to be rock solid. Right, I actually can't believe how solid this is. Which means, oh my God, I need to top that up. Right, oh God, when the water unfreezes later, we're going to have to top this up. I think horses in the cold actually drink a lot more water than you think, because this was here yesterday. Now the good thing about these e-gloves being waterproof is I can now fish out all of that water. Now I have string in here because of animals that get in the water, bees, flies, birds. Stops them all drowning in the water. Oh my God, that is so thick. Is that focusing? That is one night. Oh my God. Back in the hay barn. Usually I sweep all my mess up and it goes in the purple tub so that can then go into the barn. But I've got to get the car back. Because I am using Brad's car this morning so that my van can heat up, I've got to get back. My microphone is broken. I'm so sorry. I've got to get back so that he can leave for work at 9:30. So I am going to muck out and then we are going to leave the rest of the jobs for later on. But something that I do and it's a really bad habit. I leave my wheelbarrow full from the day before. And what I'll do is I'll empty it, muck out and probably leave it full again for tomorrow. It's frozen in my wheelbarrow. Dublin's stable boots. I leave up there. That I'm going to leave to air out. Obviously we will do everything else later. Waters. Because her feed gets put over the door by Jordan and it gets put there. I have no idea what she does. We're just going to deal with that later as well. Will I be leaving my wheelbarrow there for tomorrow morning? Absolutely. Will it be frozen to the wheelbarrow tomorrow morning? Absolutely. So despite my day being all hickledy-pickledy, I did manage to come back and get some breakfast. I tend to stick on a friend's vlog, catch up on some messages from clients, have some food and just have a little bit of an admin, half an hour when I have my breakfast. Normally it's what I do before I leave the house, but of course today it's all backwards. Okay, breakfast is over and I am now at work. For those of you that don't know, I am a dog groomer. I have my own van that I do it in, and first dog today is little Foxy. She's a little Romanian rescue dog and she's so adorable, aren't you? But you've been rolling in fox poo, living up to your name, so we need to get her in the bath. Ziggy is in his Christmas jammies because it is the 1st of December. He comes to work with me most days, which is nice. But yes, we need to get you bathed and brushed, don't we? Yes, we do. Let's crack on. For worst vlogger goes to me. So my day completely ran away with me. I went home after work, did very boring adult jobs. I had to clean a bit of my house and do a bit of washing, and then I sat down and I started replying to clients. Everyone was trying to book in for Christmas, and then all of a sudden it was 2:15 and I was like, I need to get ready, come down and bring her in as late as I possibly can, because obviously Jordan's gonna feed her later, but I don't want her in for hours. And then I gotta go, and I've not got time to lunge now, so this content is very non-horsey, which is not what you are all here for. However, I am going to Martha's Christmas fair tonight, which is why I am doing this vlog today. So obviously I'm gonna see Tia, Wizzy Han, No Horse Han, Martha, Tassara's coming with us. And I will show you around the fair because it looks absolutely gorgeous. But first, I need to get this padlock to work, which I can't remember the code for. Even though I do it every single day, I always put the code in wrong. Yes, we need to get Dubs finished off. Of course, I need to pull my bed down, make my hay nets, do my waters, make her feed for tomorrow. So let's crack on and get her brought in. The issue we have is the hose runs up the top of the stables, and I think it's slightly frozen still. Yup. Oh, are we getting any? I'm trying desperately to not admit defeat because carrying those buckets from all the way down there really hurts my back. So I'm gonna leave that like that and go make her feed. Right, so she has just moved on to 2 feeds a day. She was just having breakfast, but I've put her on to, she's having basically just under a whole scoop of molly chaff. And then she's having like a handful of Blue Chip Original. To be totally transparent, I have ended my contract with Blue Chip. Nothing wrong with it, but oh, the hose! We have water! Right, I was saying, yeah, I ended my contract with Blue Chip. Nothing wrong with it. As a brand ambassador, you got cost price on feed, but you had to order like £100 worth at a time for them to deliver it out and things like that, and that's great. The discount was amazing. However, I couldn't store that amount of feed, and cash flow, it was quite difficult. I realised that I can buy a bag. Yes, it's slightly more expensive, but it works. So I have every intention of keeping Dublin on it. So I'm still feeding her the Blue Chip Original, and she's still on the joint supplement. But I can buy 1 bag for like 30 something pounds, and it will last me 3 months. So when I was ordering like 8 or 9 bags, it was just far too much because I don't need to feed it in the summer. I'm only feeding it in the winter. But I am still keeping her on it. I'm just gone back to being a normal customer like I was before I was a brand ambassador. But yeah, I just thought I'd include that. So I'll fill these buckets up and get back to making feeds. Water's done, and to reduce the risk of freezing, we're turning off at the mains. Got a cap, but use a dry towel. We are, oh, you focus? We are wrapping, oh, can I do this one-handed or not? So leaving the tap open so anything can dribble out, and stuffing that on the right way. Stop from freezing. Okay, back to feeds. So chaff and Blue Chip is in. It is very poor lighting in here because we don't have lights. But then she's also on Premier Performance Gut Ease. I have it in the jar because it gets quite damp in here. It's not like a watertight room really, but she's having a scoop of that in each feed, and this is just because something I didn't realise that older veterans do is they can sometimes struggle and have loose poos, but also when she's in season or when she's like on a new bale of haylage, she gets the squits, and she has just finished the season, so she's a little bit mucky, so she's having a scoop in each feed, whereas when she's not having a problem, I'll just give her half a scoop once a day. But at the minute we're on both. And then I am still currently feeding the Blue Chip Joint Relief. There is also a NAF powder that is just as good that I've been using when I ran out of this, but she's having a whole thing in just her breakfast. What I'm also putting in her breakfast, on days I know I'm gonna hack her out, when she's clipped and it's cold and things like this, I give half a scoop of Premier Performance calming powder. This is actually when you order from Pro Performance and you use like one of their codes, the 20% code, it's a bundle code, so you get like freebie samples in it. And one of the samples they always send is the calming powder. And I basically have been saving up all the calming powder I've got over the summer from my orders. And I'm keeping it for the winter, because when I hack her out in the winter, she's a nightmare. This is a godsend. So then we want water. And I always use, there it is, I always use Jordan Scoop. And we have a bucket of fresh water that we just keep down here. So that is for her dinner. That is for her breakfast. And now that it's getting colder, I've got one of the insulated Equilibrium feed bowl covers. Mix all that in. Try and stop it from freezing. Okay, so breakfast I always leave there, and Jordan feeds it in the morning if she beats me, but tomorrow being Saturday, I will either get down the same time or I'll beat her. That is the hay net she's going to put in for me later on tonight. Boots will put on in a second, but she's got water, she's got a dinner bowl, I've put a hay net up there, and I've got a little bit of hay on the floor, because I now need to go and get Dubs in. It is, I need to be home at 4 o'clock. It's 10 to 4, so I need to really hurry up. And then we're off to the fair. Dubs, come on! Good girl. Come on. Of course I managed to miss the whinny, didn't I? Let's go. Time to come in. Part of me feels mean bringing her in this early, but you know what? She's such a weird horse. She doesn't like being out in the field. You're not keen on being out, are you? Oh, come on. Sneak under. Here. Hello. Hello. Right, come on, no time for cuddles and kisses. Let's go. My gate's up here. My gate is at the top, so I just come through the fence, and then that means that she'll follow me up to the gateway, because otherwise the madam makes me walk all the way back down the hill to get her. So, oh my god, I swear, we've lived here how long? That hill does not get any easier. Come on, come on, back over your paws. Dublin's little field mate that is in the field next door, when Dublin comes in, she always canters down to the bottom so that she can chill out with her other mate, because she knows that Dublin goes in and before her. Jelly's mum doesn't bring her in until about 7 o'clock on her way home from work, so she goes over there to chill with her friend. Oh, quickest leg wrap change ever, can you see? Okay, so that's her breakfast, hay, fresh water. Right, Bubby, I'll see you tomorrow, and I promise we'll go for a nice hack. I don't think you'll be mad about having a day off, because we went out for quite a long time last night, or yesterday even. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. It's freezing, and we've made it to Martha's winter fair. Look at the fairy lights. Got to Sarah and Wiggles in his Christmas jammies.
They're pretties. Not these pair, the lights.
Yes, Brad, there was no way I was taking that out. Anyway, how cute is this little winter fair? It's the second one that Martha has ever done. It's Martha Lily Photography, who you can see there. And she was just having an interview with Pete from Granite Lens Media. We had the doggo, went straight for a hot chocolate and a mulled wine. If anything, it's to warm our hands up. But then we went around and had a look at the shops. Everyone thought it was hilarious to put their empty cups in my hood. Yeah, thanks guys. But all the little stands were put around the outside and down the middle. Had some really, really good shops actually. Mackenzie and George were there. Eaton Taylor was there. There was a country shop, and yeah, guys, hilarious. The cups are still there. Ziggy was over the moon to see his girlfriend Clemmy. These two get on like a house on fire. Clemmy is always full of beans. But we had Wearing Brook here. I mean, there were so many good stands. It was a really cute little fair. Did a little time lapse for you as we walked around the outside. Lots of little horse products, great Christmas presents. And then they had this like country store that sold secondhand of like the bigger brands, which is quite cool.
My God,
she doesn't want to be on the floor. She was like, pick me back up. This is Willow.
Oh, hi, Willow.
Who's this? Steve. But yes, we did quite a bit of shopping and then we just kind of hang out with all of our friends really. Got some crepes and some more mulled wine. There was a good raffle on for charity, which we didn't win anything from, which sucked. But no, it was getting a bit cold, so all the dogs were getting scooped up. And we stood by the food stands because they were that little bit warmer.
Emmy,
Okay, what's this?
Emmy, what's this? Emmy, get Curtis more food.
Look at them. Hello. Oh, did you see that?
You want to order?
Hello, my name's Hannah. Nice to meet you. I think the call was getting to everybody, but no, we then tried to get a photo with all of us, with all of the dogs, which was quite amusing. But it was an absolutely wonderful night. Build a snowman. It doesn't have to be a snowman. Okay, bye.